it seems like people are expecting so much from you, and sometimes when you fail to deliver that, it's hard to deal with, and maybe you're just thinking, okay, so what are they thinking of me now? Because I have maybe underperformed in this area. They expect me to do so well, especially the academics. And you're just thinking, I have failed people, how do they see me now? And, trying to always put up a brave face, because you are said to be strong, intelligent, unique individual, Mastercard Foundation scholar, a leader, something like that. So you always feel like I have to be strong, I have to put on a happy face, I have to act as if I'm brave. Yeah.
But from what I understand, being a scholar doesn't only include being brave and being talented and being, a leader and all these things. It also includes the very unique journey that you've made coming from home here and facing all that. And I think that the people of the Mastercard Foundation acknowledge that, and that's why they wanted to do this research, exactly because of that. And because I think that, they respect that. They respect that it's difficult for you guys to come here and do all that. So this is there, and it's part of being a scholar here. Not only, being a leader or all these things. It's also being a person who is facing, all these different and new experiences and challenges and trying to cope with that. So I think that it's important to acknowledge that. Because this is who you are.
Yeah.
We have 5 more minutes left for the interview. So, is there anything else that you would like to share during this last 5 minutes before we finish?
Well, maybe another thing is, when we are here, we have families back home, and things might not be going on very well, and maybe you just feel like you need to somehow support them. And with your own stipend, sometimes I feel it's enough, to just live on, it's okay. But sometimes when you feel like I have a duty to help people back at home, sometimes when they are in stress or the finances are not so good and stuff, we have siblings, they need to go to school. Some of the schools are a bit expensive, so they have expenses at home and stuff, and then you just feel like maybe I should send them something, and you end up taking some of your own finances and send it back home, and you really you won't be having much left. Yeah. And maybe sometimes you'll be forced not to, I don't know, what can I say, enjoy some things or privileges you're supposed to enjoy. Not that people at home are send us money, or no. You just, on your own, you just feel responsible that maybe I should help them a little bit. But it's not like they're demanding anything from you, but you just feel like you have a duty because you don't know, it's where you come from, you know what is happening. You've been there, it's your home. They might not tell you directly that something is not okay, or we just need a little here for this or this. But you know, if you do that, you can help them somehow. And you will have to do that from your own stipend. And trying to also find like a part-time job or anything, I think it's also a little bit difficult. Trying to balance that with your studies as well. So it might be like a stressing issue for some.
That sounds like a very stressful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not to have enough money to come by while you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And having to make this decision as well, whether you're going to keep this money and, you know, live comfortably here or help your family at home when you know that they really, really need some help.
Yeah.
That's a difficult decision.
It is.
So are you working now? Are you working
No.
part-time?
Not. But I would love to. If I had a chance, I would. Yeah. But sometimes, if I think about it as well with the like kind of courses I take, I feel like I won't have much time to balance the two. But I still feel the need to, you know. Like I should do this. Personally, it's not like my family would say, we are dying or we are so struggling. No, but knowing my mom and the way she handles things, I've had a decent education. Like compared to others from back home, I have had a decent kind of life. Honestly, it's not so bad. It's just because my mom is a teacher, but we don't really get to have the best, but it's okay. You won't go to sleep hungry. You even have like little privileges that some of the like very poor people don't have. But still, you just feel like there is something missing. There are some other things, you know, like coming to study here, it was definitely that she wouldn't afford. But like taking care of the family, sending us to school, she could do that. She could afford to do that, but I still feel the need to kind of like help her, like not put so much pressure on her. Yeah. But she still manages to do it somehow. But I just feel like if I could help her in any way.
Yes, but perhaps, and this is just an idea, not just a suggestion, perhaps if you took advantage of the time and the period that you are here, the best way that you possibly can, do everything, you know, to help yourself while you're here. If you think that your family can manage during these years that you're away, maybe you would be able to help your family even more in the future. I don't know.
It is like that, but it's difficult. It's really difficult because I know of some people who really need to send money back home in the program. It's definite that they have to support their families, and I just think of them and I'm like, it's hard.
Can I ask you if this is openly acknowledged? I mean,
No.
Okay. Nobody knows about this.
Well, I don't think it's an open subject that people really get to talk about out openly, but like if you have like a close kind of like, I don't know, just buddy who you really talk to, you find out that people have been feeling like the